Fresh Baked, hey, good news for you Universal Studios fans out there. They just announced today, just about an hour ago, an official opening date for Universal Studios in Hollywood. The park will be reopening to all guests on April 16th, which is a little bit earlier than I was expecting. I thought I remember hearing that they were going to let Taste of Universal play out, finish that, and then open up at sometime in May. Same thing from Knott's, but maybe it was just Knott's that is doing that, which, by the way, we still have not heard from them. But Universal is going to open up on April 16th. You can start buying tickets on April 8th. There's a website link. I'll put it in the description below that gives you more details on that. But they're going to start selling tickets on April 8th, including annual passes. You could buy an annual pass, it sounds like, for Universal on April 8th. If you already have a ticket or an annual pass that you purchased before the park's closed, then you can start making your reservations on April 5th. So you're getting a head start, a jump start on getting those, which I expect them to sell out. So hopefully those of you who are joining or getting into things on the 8th still have spots available. I do think that there's enough demand to sell out pretty quickly. Well, we'll see. This is going to be actually a very interesting trial run, test run to see how things might play out for Disneyland. Because I don't expect there to be much differences in the way that they're doing this. For example, it is, like I said, reservation system only. You will not be able to buy tickets at the gate. They did also confirm that you have to be a California resident as well. So they're following the same guideline that Disney is. No word, though, I didn't see any reference on the Universal site as to how they're going to verify your identity, how they're going to verify that you're a California resident. They didn't say if you're going to check IDs or anything like that, other than to say they're going to require it, and they're going to be sure that you're following all the state and local guidelines when you buy your ticket or when you come to the park. So interesting that they didn't clarify that. I feel like if there was a way that they were going to do it, that's the time and place in those, that in the opening announcement of how they're going to do it. Interesting. Going further, we mentioned in the guidelines for Disneyland, or for the state guidelines, I should say, that they were going to limit it to 3 households per purchase. That was per the state's guidelines. But they didn't say how big a party you could bring. Universal has said that the max party size is 10, or the group. I would assume that means you could buy 10 tickets when you make your purchase on April 8th or April 5th. Or I should say when you make a reservation on April 5th, or when you buy your ticket on April 8th. That's a fair assumption, I think. They didn't say it explicitly. They said the group size maximum is 10. They didn't say the most tickets you can buy is 10, but I feel like that's a safe assumption. It's not like they're going to make you buy 2 batches of 5, right? I don't know. So that's something that I would expect to carry over to Disneyland. By the way, note that they gave us basically a week, a week to plan, a week to prepare for buying that ticket on the 8th, and then a week to get to the park. So we're getting 2 weeks. We're getting 2 weeks notice for Universal total. I wonder if that's another, if that's a lead that Disney's going to follow. Are they really going to give us just 2 weeks? I had thought a month would be appropriate, which is we're just about there. I'm looking at my calendar. Today is the 30th. That's a month, yeah. I thought now's the time. And my expectation was that we were going to get an announcement this week from Disney about how to buy tickets, or when or where to buy tickets. Still no word. Although the week's not over yet. But I do hope that they don't give us just the 2 weeks. A week to prepare for the date, to buy the tickets, and then a week from the ticket purchase to when the park opens. People got to make plans. People are, I was going to say people are coming from all over the country, but they're not. They're not coming from all over the country. They're coming from just California. So there's that. Stay tuned, by the way. Stay tuned for that. That's a fascinating thing to think about and to consider. They're going to go ahead and ask you to be a California resident, but we're not hearing how. How are they going to do this? How are they going to check? I'm hearing Disney is going to check your ID, but there's lots of questions about that. There's lots of ways that you can get around that. There's lots of ways where people don't have IDs. it just seems full of holes. But whatever, I digress. This, by the way, will be the first chance that guests are going to have to ride Secret Life of Pets. Have you heard? It's a new dark ride that they built at Universal Studios Hollywood that they finished while the park was while the park was closed. Enormous building, enormous show building over there by the Minions. It's multi-level, I think. It looks multi-level, if I recall. It's been a minute. But I saw some pictures of some of the interiors of the ride. It looks beautiful. Looks beautiful. I haven't even seen the movie, but I like dark rides, so I'm curious to check this out. Also, you're going to get your first look at the new Indominus Rex animatronic at Jurassic World, which I've never ridden. I've never been on the Jurassic World ride. I've only been on Jurassic Park. Same thing, right? I'm looking forward to that. So I'm hoping to. I don't know if I'll be getting a pass or just trying to go for opening day, but I do hope to try to be there for April 16th, assuming tickets are available, because I'm not a pass holder and I don't have a previous ticket. And hopefully they'll have some days left open for me. But stay tuned for that. And then finally, one last bit of news. Today is Tuesday, which means we have an update on the tier system for the state of California, and Orange County is officially in the orange tier. Officially. We're not one of those where it's red tier, but the stats are actually orange. We have graduated. We have officially been put into the orange tier. Now, this could potentially affect crowds. We've talked about this a lot in the past. This could affect crowds or capacity limits at Disneyland. They can go from 15% to 25%, although I'm not certain that Disney is going to go ahead and just jump at the 25. I don't see why they wouldn't, though, to be honest, because like we said in the previous video, they've had lots of test time over there at Walt Disney World to figure out how things go. I feel like they can manage 25% capacity without too much difficulty. So we'll cross our fingers that we've just increased that. But it does I definitely think this means we'll be eating indoors at Disneyland when the park opens. We won't be outdoor only. 25% indoor capacity for indoor dining, which is great. So make your reservations for the Blue Bayou or whatever else that is your thing. Hopefully. The reservations aren't available yet, but you can start planning for that, hopefully. So that's it. That's our quick update for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and we'll keep you posted. Stay tuned to Fresh Baked, as always, because we're going to keep our ears to the ground and our eyes open. That's how they say it. We do stuff. We'll see you next time, Fresh Baked. Thanks for watching. Bye, guys.